Omanyi emirundi mingi nnyo ntera nnyo okwogera ebigambo nti kiba kirungi n'oyogera leero by'onaddamu olunaku olw'enkya nga tonnaba kubeera nga oyatula ekigambo kyonna mu kamwako. Beera kiini nnyo naddala nga ofunye opportunity n'okolako ne gavumenti eya Mwami Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa. Frank Gashumba mu interview gye yabaddeko ennaku nga nnya emabega ng'era bwe ngenda okukuwa akatambi kano bwe kanaamuleka engulu ajja kuba ayimiridde nnyo. Mujjukire nti emabegako omwami ono yali mu MK movement n'abaako obubaka bwa delivering eri abantu. Omwami ono tumulabye nnyo ng'avaayo okukonjera n'okulaga nga ye bw'ayagala ennyo era bw'akolagana ennyo ne gavumenti. Naye ate emabegako waaliwo threat ku bulamu bwe okuva mu bakulu abamu abali mu gavumenti nga tannaba kubeera nga recording obutambi obufaananako nga kano kengenda okuplayingira ku nkomerero ya vidiyo eno. Nkuutira nnyo abantu abakolagana ne Mwami Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa nti tulabye bangi aboogera ne bakunkumuka ng'ennyenje, naye at the end of the day afundikira abettidde. Empeera gy'ogenda okufuna mu kukolagana ne gavumenti eno, enkomerero ya byonna kubeera kufaako, kubeera kulaga mugo gwa ntaana. Era abantu bo ekirabo kye babawa ng'akabonerako okulaga nti bali very happy and appreciative olw'emirimu gy'obakoledde kwe kubeera nti bakuggyawo oba bakutta. Kaakati nno mu bantu abavuddengayo okuvuma Robert Kyagulanyi Bobi Wine, Frank Gashumba ono abadde omu ku bo, wabula olumu abaddenga ebigambo bimuyitirira ne bimuyitamu n'ayogera ebigambo ate ebikuba bakama be. Omanyi kyangu nnyo okubeera ng'okolagana n'abantu naye ng'ate tobaagala. Olwaleero kano akatambi ke ngenda okuplayingira, I'm not very sure oba kaleka Frank Gashumba waggulu, kubanga gavumenti eno n'engeri gy'ekolamu emirimu gyayo eri complicated nnyo ddala, era beewala nnyo omuntu abaanika, beewala nnyo omuntu ayogera ebibi ku bo naddala ng'abaddeko omu ku bo, ekikulaga nti alina akakwate oba alina information gy'aba abamanyiiko. Beewala nnyo omuntu abamanye nnyo okuvaayo okuboogerako, kyemuva mulaba nga abakolaganyeeko nabo bafundikira battiddwa. Kati ne Frank Gashumba alabika ayolekedde entandikwa y'enkomerero ye. Kankuwa akatambi kano okawulire, kali mu lulimi lujungute naye era nkiwa abali kuno majority mumanyi olulimi olwo, mukawulire mujja kuba mumbuulira. Abankuumire olutalo lubadde lunene nnyo naye ebigambo ebimu ku byayogedde yandifundikira nga tebiwoomya nakabululu gyali, era nga tutambudde ne Sheikh Ashraf omulombi w'edduwa ng'akola ku bintu eby'enjawulo eri ggwali e Uganda nawe wali ebweru w'eggwanga, munoonyeeko ojja kufunawo enjawulo. Kantandikire wano tuddiŋŋane mu vidiyo eddako. Mbaagala nnyo, mubeere bulungi, mweraba.
Suspected of sharing intelligence with the Rwandan government. Are you a spy for the Rwandan government? Let me tell you, that's a lie 100%. You guys, you don't know the lives we are going through. During the rift between Rwanda and Uganda, Banyarwanda of Uganda, we became targets. President Museveni thought we are agents of Rwanda, and President Kagame too thought we are agents of Uganda. That's the crossfire we are in. You get it? That rift, I think, started in 2017. Life was becoming impossible. I've never worked for the government of Uganda. I've never worked for the government of Rwanda. I cannot be a spy. If I'm to be a spy, I have to be the director external service. I can't be an undercover operative. You get it? Let me tell you a story. I think 2019, between the rift of Rwanda and Uganda, I was invited by President Museveni in Entebbe. They had fed him information that Gashumba works for the state of Rwanda. And I told him, anyone that has ever told you those stories, fire him. Because I've never. Why would I be a spy? I've never worked for any security agency. Actually, the only time that I'm close to this government is by supporting General MK. You get it? So I'm not a spy. Let me, it has become a crime to be a Munyarwanda in Uganda. A serious crime. I was born in Masaka. My grandparents migrated from Rwanda in 1922. Both my grandparents were buried in Masaka. My father was buried in Masaka. My mom lives in Masaka. I don't have an attachment with a country called Rwanda. The only attachment I have with a country called Rwanda is that my grandparents migrated from Rwanda. There are many Banyarwanda like me in Uganda who are suffering this. A Munyarwanda born in Uganda who has no attachment with a country called Rwanda, to acquire a national ID or to acquire a passport, it has become practically impossible. Why? Those big gods who sit at the migration, now they determine who is a Ugandan. So, Solomon, let me tell you, when someone denies you a national ID, he has economically crippled you. Because without a national ID, you can't open up an account in a bank, you can't have a SIM card in your name. Even if you bought land, you cannot transfer it into your name. So it has become a crime for us, if you call yourself a Munyarwanda, to acquire state services. And if, for example, if you manage to acquire a national ID and you want to go, let's say, for JU in Europe, getting a Ugandan passport, it's practically impossible. The moment, this is the procedure how you apply for a passport in Uganda. You know how it's done.
Yeah.
You go online, you pay 250,000, that's it. Other tribes, Baganda, Banyankole, Basoga, Batolo, Bagisu, it's automatic. But the moment you insulting that you are Munyarwanda, and by the way, Banyarwanda, a tribe in Uganda.
In the constitution.
Yes.
Yes. It's recognized as a tribe.
Yes. They will ask you 1,000 questions. Where do your parents live? When they come to Uganda? Blah, 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 blah. To the extent of even telling you, bring the baptism certificates of your grandmother or your grandfather, which is impossible. To some extent, we are told, our people are told, to go and get a letter from the LOC, which is okay. A letter to certify that Frank Gashumba is the son of Mr. blah, blah, blah. After that letter, get a letter from the RDC and the DISO to certify. Surprisingly, 99% of Banyarwanda end up getting those letters because they are genuine citizens of Uganda. The moment they take such documents as immigration, they are told, this is enough. Go and bring Obusuru. Go and bring land titles of your grandparents. The moment you bring them, they tell you, fine, now naturalize. Citizenship. They are Ugandans 100%. There is no office that I've not been to. We've met President Museveni countless times. We've met General Saleh. We met the former Speaker, Jacob Bolanya. We met the Human Rights Commission. We've met the Prime Minister, but nobody seems to care. You get it? Going in Uganda, it's unbelievable. By the way, I think 70% of these young girls who are applying for these passports are going for BAO. They are going to Middle East to do those, they call it Banakadama. You get it? They are not applying for these passports to go for holiday. They are going for better pastures.
Why do you think you're treated that way?
We are investigating it, but I highly believe President Museveni has a hand in it. If President Museveni wanted this to stop, it would stop right away. First, to fix each and everything in this country, but he doesn't seem to care about our people. To bring to your attention, those who even have national IDs, their cases we are receiving, you go to a banker to make a transaction, and you find your national ID was already flagged. You cannot make a transaction. Meaning if you are flying out for medical treatment, you cannot withdraw money from your account. And the other cases where our people, their national IDs are confiscated at Katuna.
Yes, I have seen that.
Yes.
Practically.
Every day I receive between 10 to 15 phone calls. Ugandans, people who don't even know where Katuna is, people who don't even know where Kigali is. The only country they have is Uganda. You get it? Those are the injustices going on in this country. Something I can assure Ugandans, Banyarwanda will never start a war. But the moment you start a war, we are going to end it. Trust me. We are law-abiding citizens. We can't start a war, but the moment you start a war against us, we shall have no option but to defend ourselves.